Welcome back. And today I've got a deck profile for you, for Evil Twin Eldlich. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. So this is the deck that I've been playing for a while now. It's been about maybe 4 or 5 months. I picked the deck up on or around release. I've been playing with it ever since. I've gone through multiple variants like Evil Twin Unchained, Pure Evil Twin, and now Evil Twin Eldlich, and safe to say that Evil Twin Eldlich really is the best variant of the deck. So I'm on 1 Evil Twin Kiss a Kill and Leela. This is really just a brick. You don't ever want to see this in hand. You use this to pitch off of Sunny. Just to like out something that you normally wouldn't be able to, like Dragoon. 3 Leela. Leela is my personal favorite. Kiss a Kill can be better, mostly because of the ability to gain life points whenever your opponent declares an attack. It prevents you from getting OTK'd sometimes, but I like Leela's artwork more, personally. Kiss a Kill, 3 of her, obviously. These 2 are kind of your 1-card engine. 2 Golden Lord. I think this is the optimal amount to run. You don't really want to see it unless you're going second, and you also don't really want to not see it. It's like, if you lose one of them, having the other one is very good. Exceed. So this is a interesting package I'm using. I use this to recover from hand traps on the Live Twin package. This is mostly because I don't have crossouts, but I use this with a package I'll get into later. Artifact Scythe, you set this off Dagda, and you can do Leela to pop it and summon it from grave. For hand traps, I'm running 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Veiler. Pretty self-explanatory. 3 Live Twin Trouble Sunny, or Sunny Snitch. This is just a searcher for your Live Twin normal summon, as well as 3 Password. This is also just a searcher for that, or you can search for Live Twin Home, I believe it's called. Double Eldlin, do you want to get to Sanguine, you want to get to Conquistador. Sometimes you can get to just the Golden Lord with this. Entrance, or Home. This is just a failsafe in case you happen to open the normal summon and password, and your opponent ends up either ashing or imperming your normal summon. This is pretty much all this is used for, or recovery for later turns. 1 Called by the Grave, self-explanatory, you don't like hand traps. 3 Imperm, pretty self-explanatory as well. This is also good for getting rid of back row or preventing back row from going off. 3 Sanguine. Sanguine just gets out your Golden Lord. Very good card. Timing can be kind of weird because it locks you into zombie monsters, but usually this is the last thing you try to activate unless they out your board. 3 Conquistador. Now this is a 41 card list, and I have thought about cutting 1 Conquistador just to make it 40 for consistency's sake, but I kinda, in my head, whenever I'm running 41 cards, usually the 41th card is a brick that I don't want to see. In this case, it would be Evil Twin Kiss a Kill Leela. 2 Hakero. 2 is optimal, in my opinion. This is what everyone tends to run anyway, and, you know, yeah. And 1 Imperial Order. Really good for outing things like Dark Ruler No More, or if they're trying to, maybe they're doing like Twin Twisters or something, games 2 and 3. Just overall a generally good card. Moving on to the extra deck, I've got 2 Trouble Sunny, pretty much the boss monster of the deck. 2 Kiss a Kill. 2 Leela. A Nightmare Griffin, which you can go into, and you can actually have it in the middle monster zone with one of the combos that I usually use. 1 Unicorn. 1 Phoenix. These are self-explanatory. An IP Masquerena, self-explanatory. Dagda, which you actually use Xseed to do this combo usually, a Link Disciple, and a Link Devotee. Link Disciple and Link Devotee are actually crazy in this deck. They allow you to recover if you happen to open Xseed in a normal summon, or Xseed can be any extender. You can run like Backup Secretary, whatever you want, but this package right here allows you to recover from hand traps, and allows you to go into other things like IP Masquerena or Dagda, and then you can go from there. 1 Zeus and 1 Gachi Gachi Gun Tetsu. This is just your Zeus package. You just go, cool, I have 2 level 2s. Make this boy, attack, make Zeus, easy. Now I do have some honorable mentions in side deck. Gustav Max, this is part of the Eldlich OTK, where you get both Eldlich boys on field, the 35, the 25, and then you burn for 2k. Mannequin Cat, I'm sure this will be better in future formats. Vert, because with the Xseed package you can actually make either Dragoon or DPE, which are both good options. You can actually do the Dagda combo and then immediately go into Vert, and then make DPE. Nibiru, this is pretty much just like a cross-out target, and also you can use it. Lancia and Moraltech. In the off chance that they do hit the Scythe or Dagda package, you can instead use Lancia or Moraltech as your target for Leela. Less Moraltech and more Lancia, because popping Moraltech to pop a card on the field with Moraltech is essentially, you know, it just doesn't do anything. It's literally just using Leela. Backup Secretary, as I mentioned before, any extender plus your normal summon is usually Dagda combo or IP Masquerena combo. With Xseed though, you can do both, which is the really good thing about them. Ghost Ogre, just a hand trap you can use. This is really good against Flunder, because you can either hit the field spell or you can hit their normal summon. Frost, this is just, you know, if this is the package you play, Frost and Treat, this is just whatever. Crossout Designator, this is also, you know, self-explanatory. The deck really does lose to hand traps, so Crossout is kind of a must in the deck, but this is my personal list. This is what I'm most comfortable with. This is also what I've had the most success with so far, so yeah. As far as some points I'd like to make about the deck before we get into any combos or anything. The good, I would say that this deck shines with 1-card combos. Just being able to normal summon and getting a draw and a pop, which can potentially also lead into a Scythe extra deck lock, is really, really good. Especially in the meta right now, where most, or if not all decks besides Flunder, require the extra deck to be able to do any consistent or good plays. It's very strong. The deck is also very versatile, which is my second point. There are variants, tons of variants for the deck, which makes it hard to consistently hit it or know where to hit it besides the normal summon. Usually the normal summon is the most safe bet, but depending on the variant, they can still play through it and make just as good of a board. 3, OTK potential. If your opponent leaves you unchecked, you can essentially just completely stop them turn 1, or I guess their turn 1, and you can really just push for that damage with Sunny's effect to be able to summon your 2 links from grave. Also, the Eldlich package really helps facilitate this as well, because you have a much easier time dealing with larger boards, because you can send them with Sunny, you can send them with the Eldlich boy. It leaves a lot of OTK potential. It's difficult to fully out the boards as well. If your opponent usually has to side both back row hate and monster hate in order to really get rid of all of your threats. Twin Twisters, you know, it's just there's a lot to deal with on your inboards. But as far as the bad goes, I feel the deck is very reliant on Crossout Designator. Hand traps really hurt the normal summon package. You really can't play through hand traps without Called By or Crossout. You just hope you have an extender to continue doing your plays, and if you don't, then you just rely on the Eldlich package to kind of get you to where you need to go. Which brings me to my second point, recovery. Recovery is kind of bad in the deck, because not only do you have to have no monsters on board for you to resolve Leela or Kiss a Kill, but if you don't see any sort of like one card combos or like extensions turns like 2 or 3, it really makes the deck kind of fall apart. Going second is very harsh as well, but the Eldlich package does kind of mitigate it a little bit. And it also mitigates big boss monsters like Dragoon and all of those kinds of cards, as well as extra deck lockout cards like Scythe, because you don't have to rely on the extra deck and you don't have to rely on making Troubled Sunny to out the Dragoon. You can just use the Eldlich Boy in hand or engrave to kind of send it to, or hit over it. Yeah, that's pretty much all the points I want to make about the deck. We'll go ahead and get into some combos real quick as well. Okay, so the first combo, you'll need a normal summon, Exceed, and just any effect that you can activate, just whenever, however, whatever. This is essentially the Dagda combo, and I'll run you through it real quick. You normal summon the Kiss a Kill, use its effect to summon a Leela from deck. This can also be Leela, obviously. And then you use the Leela to go into Link Disciple, and then you'll chain your Exceed. This will summon the Exceed to your Disciple Zone, and then you'll activate Exceed on field to summon an Exceed from deck. Now from here, you summon your Link Devotee. And this is usually where you can start doing your pretty cool stuff. So you go the Link Disciple, tribute the Devotee, draw a card, put a card back. In this case, I'll go ahead and put an Exceed back, because why not? Then you'll use the Devotee to summon 2 tokens. You will also not be able to summon Link 3 or higher for the rest of the turn, I believe. But that doesn't really matter, because you'll just be using... Let's see, you'll be using an Exceed and a Disciple for Dagda. And then, this is where you just need an extender to get Dagda effect. So then you get Dagda effect to set a Scythe from deck. So do Scythe. And then from here, you can go for IP with these 2. And then you can go for a Kiss a Kill with these 2. Summon back your Leela. And then from here you make a Leela. You guys know the combo. So you can go Leela, activate, summon Kiss a Kill. Right here. Effect the draw. And then from here, you can make a Griffin right now if you wanted to, or you could save this to do a Unicorn. But I will do this. I'm gonna go ahead and add a Conquistador to hand since I have Sanguine in hand. Then you can just... Oh, that's right, yeah, you'd have to make Griffin on your opponent's turn. Yeah, that's fine though. So from here... you would end your turn, and then you would go IP on their main phase, make Griffin, or you can do Unicorn, whichever you want to do. Discard, grab, and then if you do Unicorn, you can discard, draw 1, shuffle something. If you do Griffin, you can just leave Griffin on board. And then you do the effect of Kiss a Kill to resummon the Leela, pop your Scythe, and then effect to resummon the Scythe. And then from there, you're able to do your Elixir Sanguine Conquistador combo, and you also have this Valor in hand, which is really good, really, really good. Your opponent has to have a lot to be able to stop that. For combo 2, let's say that your opponent ashes your normal summon, right? So let's say this hits, you don't get the effect. Well, from here, you can just do Link Disciple, and then get your Exceed effect off. Summon an Exceed from deck. Make your Link a Devotee. Really good thing about this combo too, even if they Ash or Imperm the Exceed, if they, let's say they have 2 hand traps, you can still go into the Link Devotee, and you can still get your 2 tokens to make like an IP so that you at least have a unicorn. But from here, you can go ahead and do this. Dig. And you can put something back, so I guess I'll go ahead and put back the Leela. Get your Devotee effect. Summon 2 tokens. And then you can go into your Masquerena, or if you have a card that you can activate just after that, you can go for Dagda. Personally though, I wouldn't go for Dagda, because if you don't have Troubled Sunny or you can't get access to Leela, then it just does not do anything for you. So in this case, we'll just go for IP. And I suppose you could make Griffin here, but Griffin giving them another zone is much worse than, you know, putting the Griffin in the middle, like say right here. And then you just have whatever else you can use to work with whatever you've got. Yeah. Now, let's say that you don't want to be locked out of making Troubled Sunny. You can actually do that. It just makes it so that you don't end on the IP as well as the Scythe. In my opinion, it's kind of worse, but in those instances where you would rather have the Troubled Sunny to be able to play through things like Imperm, then, you know, you have the option. Essentially what you want to do is you want to go through the normal combo. You know, Leela, summon Kill, make your Disciple, and this is where you start to change things. So, when you summon the Exceed and you use the Exceed's effect to summon from deck, you do not go for Devotee here. You can just go straight into Dagda here and activate something and then do your combo that way. Or you can just use the Disciple to dig in case you want to, like, unclog your hand a little bit. Like, that right there was really good. Just grabbing a hand trap and being able to replace a Leela. And from here, you go into your Dagda, activate Dagda, search for your Scythe, set it. And then you just do your normal Evil Twin plays where you go Leela effect, summon Kill, or reverse that. Make Leela, get a draw. And then you can make Sunny this way. So full inboard here will be pretty good, honestly. Especially if you're going into time, because this card is absolutely cracked in time. So you search. I'll search Kill. And then you can use this to grab your Sanguine. Where's my Sanguine? Oh, that's right, Sanguine's not a... That's right. Almost forgot about that. Grab your Eldlich boy, I suppose. Set the Sanguine. And this is your inboard, so you've got a Scythe Lock and a Conquistador. Pretty good, pretty good. But yeah, you guys have a nice one, alright? And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And I'll see you guys later.